creating the arched ribs and applying the canvas to the lifeboats. Working on a couple things here. First of all, I have to make these stays to hold up the canvas. I'm just cutting these out of plastic. And then I will be putting on this canvas cover. Make these little bracing. If you're not subscribed, how about subscribing now? Thanks. It doesn't do anything, but it makes me feel good. How about giving me a like? I'm using this isometric ellipse template. Really doesn't matter. You could use about anything that was the right shape. Okay, I got the slats in. Now we can put the tissue paper on. On the first one, I just laid the boat upside down on some tissue paper and traced around it. Well, that was not really that satisfactory because I wasn't sure how much beyond the actual boat to allow. So I sort of worked through that and determined that around 1/8 of an inch beyond the edge of the boat was about right. And finally decided I would make a template so that I could very quickly trace instead of laying the boat upside down and carefully trying to go around it and leave 1/8 of an inch extra. So I came up with this template. And these were traced from the template. Well, that's not a very good example. There, that's a better example. And now I'm going to proceed to cut them out. And I think a pair of decent scissors are vital to modeling. This is a rather large pair, but they've proven to be very valuable. I cut plastic shapes with them. For instance, when I cut out the shapes of the davits, I cut it out of, I think 10 millimeter. No, it was 20 millimeter plastic. Plastic like this. I still have 4 to make. I can demonstrate that if you like. But right now I'm cutting out these canvas pieces, and I'm putting 2 layers on, in case you wondered. I cut to the inside of the line. You have to be wary of which side of the line to be on. If you trace something, then you want to be on the inside of the line because your pencil is on the outside of the object. So it works better if you cut to the inside of the line. That way you don't add material where you don't want it. These boats I bought on eBay. They're 3D printed, as a matter of fact. They'll do. They're good enough for what I'm doing. They're lifeboats. By the time I get done with them, you won't really be able to tell. Scissors are very accurate devices for cutting things. The shearing along lines on plastic and paper. In fact, I really don't know how you would cut this tissue paper without scissors because it's very difficult to cut and it tears so easily. And then, oops, to get it on the little lifeboat, what I do, and every situation is different, but I take some matte medium. This is Liquitex. I think Golden makes a similar product. So I have various cups, and I have this little cup that I cut out of the bottom of a yogurt container. I've used it for quite a long time, a number of years actually. For stands, I had to super glue this on here. This plastic doesn't melt into that. This one was a little short, so I just put a little put some feet under it. I don't think you'll be able to see that very well. So I'm just going to lay some around the rim in this instance. Just enough to grab it. Okay, let's see if we can get one of these to go on there. And there it is, stretched on. Since I seem to be good at stretching at the moment, I will do another one, or do the other one. Then I'll come back and paint that one. Paint them all over with matte medium. It doesn't matter if you get it on something else, because the matte medium will, it's non-reflecting, it's matte. It dries to an invisible layer that you won't see. And if I have excess on this, I can cut it off later, peel it off. That won't be a problem either. And it also takes paint beautifully. Let me get these sides pasted down. You have to be careful not to touch the tissue paper with your finger, because it pulls it up and sometimes rips it. Okay, well, we'll let those dry, and then we'll put the other layer on.